So here we have it. This is Vodka. It's a testing and development platform for Tropo. During the course of the weekend, I was involved in another project that you'll see shortly. And one of the problems with that was the development time, the turnaround between having an idea, implementing it, and then actually seeing things happen. So there was two main reasons for this. One is the platform that we were building used voice, DTMF tones, and the like. What this meant is that if you are asking the machine to read you back some text, you have to wait for that text to be read out to you. That takes quite a long time. You've then got to punch in the right numbers, and this all takes time which you could be spent fixing bugs or doing other work. The other problem was my SIP phone kept crashing every time I had a problem with another part of the chain, which again gives you another 30 seconds of turnaround before you can try out a one-line change. So I did a very simple thing. It's about 230 lines of PHP code, and I rewrote the API. It's just the Tropo API. So this comes in a number of parts. The first part is to create a fake Tropo class, which has most of the same methods as the real ones. So there is a function for ask, there's a function for say, and there is the on function which controls the next series of events. All of these are implemented in that class, and just by the sheer nature of the way OO coding works, you can either say Tropo for real or the fake Tropo, and the methods work as they would normally. You need a little bit of a wrapper code for this, and this is to support sessions. So normally Tropo would give you a session ID and call ID and things like that. When you create a fake section, as you do with Vodka, you have to create your own call ID and session ID and pad out the structure in exactly the same way that Tropo would give you that data. The name Vodka, by the way, it comes from the fact that the very first library I found to demonstrate Tropo used a thing called Lemonade. So I thought, if I'm going to be pairing with that, I'll call it Vodka, and then I'll have my other voice network as Tonic, just to complete the drinks philosophy. For those that haven't noticed, drink is a very strong theme in my talks. So once you've created this virtual session, this virtual Tropo class with all the virtual methods that act exactly like Tropo, you need to create a virtual phone. So you create that session, and you just sit in a loop, spinning around and round and round and round, while there is still some state to do. That is, until the hang-up method gets called. The virtual class that gets created, you call start, that evaluates the code. The same thing happens every single time. It will make a call to input from text. It will output through echo. The version in Tropo is exactly as you expect. It just has one call straight through to the start method. Now, for those people that are not quite sure if I've actually built something or not, let me show you some workings. So down here I have a shell, PHP v void phone. There we go. Please enter your 6-digit username. I'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you, Steve. It's gone to a database. It's realized that user account is attached to me. I'll enter a password. Select an option. All of the text which appears on screen would normally be read out by the voice, but by printing it on screen, you can read it a lot quicker. You know what to expect, and you can move on. There's also nothing here that would stop you, for example, feeding the input from an external file. So you can build a full set of automated tests that say, if I enter number 1 here, does it work? If I enter the number 7 here, does it work? You can see here there was only 6 options. Well, naturally it's a hack, so I haven't actually tested what happens if you type 7. Probably it all breaks. But you could very easily streamline a whole set of automated tests using this platform, using an input from an external file or other test suite. So if I switch back to the presentation, there is only one slide to go, which is the slide that says, the end. That's Vodka, that's testing Tropo in 250 odd lines of PHP, and I am the Marquis de Geek. Thank you all.